And Bob Pollitt is really a New Jersey treasure, and I'm so happy to have him. He played here before, way back in the beginnings of this concert series, and I'm very, very, very happy to have him here tonight. Let's hear it from Mr. Bob Pollitt.
He knows his horn. He knows his way around the horn, and I think that's what separates, I think, a lot of the old heads like that, is they know their way around the horn. They've played with everyone, they've listened to everything, and they've studied out.
Now, is John Coltrane your biggest influence?
Well, Sonny Stitt was it. Because, see, if you listen to John Coltrane, he come out of Sonny Stitt. Sonny Stitt was it, man. Listen to some of the records Stitt did back in the 48.
But he doesn't get the credit, Sonny.
Sonny Stitt?
Yeah.
Well, because he was sounding like Bird on alto.
Yes.
And then that's when he switched to tenor, and they showed him that he really could play the horn, you know. And then he came back on alto, you know. I know him real good. He drank a lot, you know. I mean, like when he was, last time I saw him, he was drinking wine so much. I said, man, boy, he tried to get me to drink with him, because I never drank and never smoked. You know, them guys say you got to use drugs and stuff.
Right.
That ain't true, man. I never used no drugs, never drank, never smoked. And one time I used to run 25 miles a day. I don't run that much now, but I could do it. If somebody bet me, tonight I'd go right out there.
Okay.
I ran it all in the winter time, summertime. I ran it every day. So when I went up against Sonny Stitt that time, I knew I had to win. I wasn't worried about him when he came after that, man. Because I know the Stitt didn't have to win like I did. And I didn't just jog it, I ran it. When I got up around 10 miles, man, I was moving. Couldn't nobody run with me.
So that gives you your good lungs.
Good lungs, yeah.
We'll do a Coltrane tune, not Giant Steps. Mr. PC, but if any saxophone players in the audience want to come up, then I'll play Giant Steps. nicest thing I ever had happen to me was when I sat in with Sonny Stitt.
Nice.
1978. I asked him I said, what you gonna do, Tony? He said, Sonny, he said, tunes, man, tunes. He said, if you were musician, he said, you were here. I thought he was kidding with me. We got right up on the stage, you know, in the University of Pennsylvania, balcony full of people downstairs. He said, I told you tunes, man, you were here. So I said, tune me up. He tuned me up on 440A, which is the first note of tune-up, and the tune, the Miles Road. And that's where he went. He said, oh, tune-up, huh? And he was messing with me so much, I didn't know what he was playing. But when he got near the end, there was all the chords registered in my head. I knew what it was. And he would play his solo, and he said, go ahead. He'd take another solo, go ahead. And he did after that, he did mostly everything in different keys. No standing keys, man. He put Cherokee in the key E. Way up. Way up.
What?
Yeah, I had a lot of experiences with different guys, Richard Groove Holmes, and I seen Charlie Parker years ago. He came out of a place called Reynolds Hall. I don't know if you remember that place in Philadelphia, Reynolds Hall. He came out and said, I'm gonna do my a new tune that I got on a brand new album. The tune was Star Eyes. You know, it was a bird playing a whole alto, but he made that thing sound like brand new. You know. They had another experience where Sonny Rollins walked in on me one time. I was in a music store in New York trying some mouthpieces out. I heard somebody come in and say, give me one of them old Mark 6s off the wall up here. And they gave it to him. He didn't have no horn, all he had was his mouthpiece. He stood right behind me and played the same thing I was playing. And then he walked all around the floor playing, and then he came over to me and said, Sonny Rollins. I said, yeah, I know who you are, you know. And as soon as I heard his horn, I knew who it was, you know. And then he told me, he said, he was walking down the street and he heard me in there. I was upstairs in the music store. He said, you inspired me to come in. And then he took the horn and walked around the whole floor playing like he was on a gate.